Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video on this channel. I'm Sabi from Code Revolution. So a major update is just brewing and it is finished for Aimogen, and it will allow MCP integration of Aimogen, and this will allow you to connect AI models directly to other websites that you control or you don't control, but you have MCP access to them. So let me show you an example what can be achieved by this. So I have Aimogen running on this testing site, wpinitiate.com testing, and I have my local host is another testing site. This is locally on my computer, and I can ask the local computer about this remote website because I have MCP access configured in it. So let me ask this chatbot count posts on WP Initiate. So WP Initiate is this website, and now the chatbot is instructed to connect using MCP because I have set up MCP connection in the chatbot, and it is instructed to connect and tell the post number from WP Initiate. And I will show you in this video how to set up this connection correctly and how to enable this functionality. So you can see that processing may take a bit longer or a lot longer based on how hard is the MCP task. So here it is, the response is published 10 draft 1 auto draft 1, and let us check our posts here, 10 and 1 draft, and auto drafts are not showing here. So here it is, the post count is returned correctly by the chatbot. Now let's ask it, create a short post with short random content on. So note that it will allow complete control for AI models, not just the chatbot, but you can connect also Claude desktop, OpenAI desktop, and other AI tools. So here it is, it published a new post, ID 4569 Spark 7a, and now let's refresh here, Spark 7a 3c, and here it is. And now we can ask it to count posts again. So let's see if it will count correctly the published post count as 11, and this will allow the chatbot to now access data directly on my testing site from here. So after this response is finished, I will show you how to set up correctly MCP connection on your sites to achieve something similar to this. So note that you can instruct the chatbot to do anything with your site, to create front pages, to create posts, to create comments, and many more new options will be available for you directly from the AI chatbot, for example, or from Claude desktop, OpenAI desktop, or other tools which support MCP connections. So okay, so let's go ahead and start configuring this. And for this we will need the Aimogen AI content writer. The latest version is available in this video description. In the latest update, you will see the MCP integration menu here appearing in the plugins menu, and here you will have a tutorial, create your own MCP server tab, and connect to a MCP server. So if you want to create your own MCP server, you will need also the Aimogen extension MCP server creator, which is also linked in this video description. So after you install and activate this extension of Aimogen, you will have the ability to create your own MCP server endpoint. So you will see this menu, check this MCP server, enable SSE server, check it. This will enable the functionality in the plugin, and afterwards you can set a bearer token. A bearer token is like a password that needs to be kept secret, and this will be used by the plugin to allow access to everything that is exposed by the plugin only for you and your tools. So this bearer token needs to be kept secret, and you can write here anything that you want. Let's write secret, for example. If you want to enable debug mode, you can check this, but you don't need this. And here you will need to select what functionality you want to enable on your site to be exposed by the MCP feature. So you can enable the core WordPress tools. This covers everything that is recommended. This will enable post counting, creation of posts, import, creation of comments, checking posts, checking comments, and many more. If you want the plugin to allow also plugin oriented helpers to create or edit plugins, this can be enabled. The same for themes. If you want to generate also access to REST API for WordPress, this can be enabled also, but this is optional. The same functionality can be made and achieved with the core WordPress tools. And if you have WooCommerce, you can enable also WooCommerce functionality. Now let's save. And to test what tools we have here available, click refresh function list, and we see here all the functions that MCP connected tools to this server will have available. Now let's go ahead and see the SSE endpoint. This will be needed to be used by us to configure other tools to connect to this website. So for this, on my second website where I want to make the connection, I also go to MCP integration, and here I don't need the MCP SSE endpoint to be enabled. I only need the connect to an MCP server here, this tab, and here I will remove this connection which I made before, and let's configure a new MCP server connection. For this we will need to add a name here. Let's name it WP Initiate because this is the name of this site. Afterwards, let's describe this to the AI so it knows for what can this MCP server be used. MCP connection to a WordPress website. URL, this needs to be exactly the SSE endpoint that is provided here with red, so copy it and paste it afterwards. And the bearer token needs to be exactly the one which you entered here, so I write secret. Enable it globally if you want to use this MCP connection globally in the entire plugin. If you don't want to enable it globally and you want to use it only in specific chatbots, you can do it also. I will show you how to do it. So if you check this, then the entire plugin will be able to access this MCP connection. If you uncheck it, then let me show you how to enable it only in some chatbots. So as you can see, the new MCP connection is done now. It is working. And if we go to AI chatbot here, we can see a new tab, MCP server connection. And if you want to enable the MCP connection only for this chatbot, you need to select the MCP connection you want to use and click save. If you want to create custom chatbots with MCP connections, this is also possible in the custom chatbot builder, where the shortcode is provided for you, which builds the chatbot. You can enable or disable the MCP connection here, and the shortcode from above will be updated with your selection. The MCP connection will be listed here, MCP servers, and the server ID from here. So if you want to manually create this MCP server ID, and if you unselect this, you will see MCP servers will be empty. Okay, but now let's go back to our MCP server connection. Let's be sure that we saved this, and we now can go ahead and count posts on WP Initiate. And now the AI will actually go in and count the posts from WP Initiate, And keep in mind that we created our last post here, and this should be also visible now, and the post count should reflect this. So published 11, as you can see, published 11, and the drafts are still there. Okay, now let's go and let me show you how this will allow you also to connect Claude Desktop to your website. So this will be possible using the little tool that will be provided to you. So you will need to extract the Aimogen extension MCP server plugin locally on your computer in a place that will need to remain there. So the script should not be deleted from the place where you leave it, because of it will be called afterwards. So the mcp.exe file will be visible in this location, so in the res folder. So simply click here and write cmd. This will open up a command prompt, and this will allow you to configure Claude desktop connection to your website. So for example, if you have Claude desktop like this here, you will be able to set up Claude desktop to connect directly to this MCP server, for example, on this local host, and do the same as I showed you, but directly from Claude. So this will be more powerful, because Claude will be able to do multiple requests, and you can ask it something specific and it will be able to create it for you. So let me show you how to do this. For this, let's set up an MCP connection right here on my WP initiate testing. Let's delete the connection to my other test site, and let's set up an MCP connection with the bearer token 3As. And this time let's register the same function as before. So we need to use this SSE endpoint, and for this let's go to the CMD we opened up, and note that the MCP.exe will be needed to be called here. So mcp.exe and write add, and here you should write the URL of the website where WordPress is installed. So if you click view site, you have the main URL of your front page. So this is your front page of your website. So this needs to be used. In my case, the WordPress is installed in this subfolder. So in your case, if it is not in a subfolder, you will need to get the root URL of your website. So paste the root URL of your WordPress site, and afterwards add the bearer token that you added here exactly. So be sure to save this to make sure that this is working. And after you add it exactly like this, so mcp.exe add localhost vp AAA, and this needs to be the address of your website. Hit enter, and this message will appear added like this. And if you restart now Claude, it should have access to your MCP website. So keep in mind that this configures Claude to get access to your WordPress website. So I can now write count posts on my WordPress site, and Claude will now have access to my WordPress site from here, and it will be able to count posts. So it will show like this. You will need to allow the operations, because I already allowed the operation. The allow buttons are not showing here, but be sure to click allow here. And let's check here posts on this testing site. It's one testing post, and Claude has this information. Create a new post with some short random content. And Claude will be able to create now a new post. As you can see, WP create post tool is called, and after Claude responds that it's ready, we can refresh here. And here it is, the Art of Morning Coffee, and this was created by Claude Desktop on my testing site. So keep in mind, you can connect Claude Desktop to your testing site and you can do unimaginable things with it. You can instruct it to create websites, to create pages, to create many cool stuff that you can do. Okay, so let me check what we can do more with this new feature. So we can also use OpenAI. So let me prepare for OpenAI connection and I will be back to show you how to use it from ChatGPT directly. Okay, so let's close up Claude Desktop and open up ChatGPT app. You can do the same also from chatgpt.com because you will have the same interface from there also. This will work from there also. Note that local sites cannot be connected to ChatGPT, only public websites. So local hosts will not work from ChatGPT, only from Claude Desktop. Okay, so if you have a publicly available site, you will be able to follow this method. So first of all, go here, click settings, connectors, and I already have here a connector. Let me disconnect it and delete it, and let me show you how to set it up. So go to advanced settings and be sure to enable developer mode. So you will have this by default disabled, but be sure to enable it to have here the blue color visible. And afterwards you will have this button here, connectors create, and simply once again add the info that is required to connect to the WP initiate WordPress site. Be as descriptive as possible, and in the MCP server URL, let's get the publicly available MCP SSE URL from here and paste it here. The authentication in case of ChatGPT, currently only no authentication is supported. Click trust this application and be sure to select no authentication, click create. And also before you do this, be sure to remove the bearer token and save settings. So be sure to not have here a bearer token because currently bearer tokens are not supported by the ChatGPT app. So after you've done this, so remove the bearer token and click connect, and you will have the procedure successful and the WP initiate will be available. Safety scan passed, deep search. Okay, so this is how you can connect MCP tools. So keep in mind connectors, and this is the setup. Use it exactly like I showed you, and also ChatGPT will be able to use your MCP servers tools. So Claude Desktop, ChatGPT, OpenAI, the tools provided here from here, and also the MCP server functionality will be able to be used by Anthropic models, by Claude models because Claude Desktop supports them, and also by OpenAI recently released models. So all will be able to use this new functionality. Go ahead and check it. Keep in mind you will need Aimogen and also the Aimogen extension, both linked in this video's description. So thank you for watching. If you have more ideas, suggestions, let me know in the comments. I will create more videos soon with extra functionality, and I will show you how to use the MCP integration of Aimogen with more potential, and I will show you even how to create websites with it, or with only some commands in Claude Desktop, for example. it will be able to create full websites for you out of the box. So thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. It's really appreciated. This is all for today. Bye bye.